Hello and welcome to another Ask Kev Anything. Oh yeah, we are back with the questions. Question number one. Actually, it's a two-parter, if you will, from Exam 3000 Hehe. And it says, number one question, what do you think of the Punisher movie of 2004? I heard rumors of Punisher 2 being made. I heard the second one will not have Thomas Jane, but it will be a more darker and bloodier story. Overall, what do you think of the Punisher in the comics? I don't read a lot of Punisher. One of my friends is a huge Punisher fan. I don't mind the character. The movie wasn't that great. I put it on par with Ghost Rider. You know what I mean? It's watchable, but there's nothing really that draws you in, or there's no like big money to the movie, you know what I mean? It's just like another movie. It is better than the original Punisher movie, but you know, I don't know. Thomas Jane wasn't that bad in the movie, but I don't think that replacing him is really going to take away anything from the movie, because I'm sure there are plenty of people out there that can do a better job than what he did. I'm not saying he did a bad job, but plenty of people will be able to do a better job. Your second question is, I see you love Marvel Zombies. You got good taste, I love them too. Well, of course I have good taste. You have good taste too if you like Marvel Zombies. Do you think you will do a Marvel Zombies vs. Army of Darkness 101? Probably. I'm not going to guarantee it, but I do have some stuff that I'd like to touch on from that series actually. So yeah, I might do one. I'm not going to rule it out. Next question from Neo1309. He says, hey DCompose, I got a question about Spider-Man 3. Was a new Goblin, Harry's character, made for the movie, or was he in the comic books? Well, Neo, if you watched my Green Goblin 101, you'll know that the Harry Green Goblin was actually in the comic books. There was no Harry New Goblin, but Harry Osborn did become the Green Goblin later on in the comic books. Another question here from Gotten31, and he says, DCompose, is Ravage, Laserbeak, Buzzsaw, Ratbat, Rumble, and Frenzy minicons, or are they just small Decepticons? I would have to go with the small Decepticons, because there were no animal minicons. Not to my knowledge anyway, not that I really followed Armada and all that stuff. But yeah, no, they were just tiny little robots that love to live out of Soundwave's chest. Next question, the Dirty Kids King. And he says, if you were in a Spider-Man movie as a villain, who had you played and not Venom? So if I had a choice to play a villain in a Spider-Man movie and it wasn't Venom, there's two other choices that I would probably go for. Number one would be Green Goblin, which is my second favorite villain of all time. You know, he always had the longest running history with Spider-Man, so he was always cool. And another one that I would pick would probably be Carnage, because I could just go like super crazy and shit, you know what I mean? It'd be awesome. Not that I'm not crazy as it is, but a little crazier than usual. Get paid to be crazy. That's what I want out of life. Another question comes to us from Transfan501, and he says, would you consider the drones in a Transformers video game to be cool or just a waste of memory? I would say that they're cool, you know, and basically this is why, because in the game you can only fight so many tanks and jeeps and rockets and shit and that, you know what I mean? You gotta have diversity. So yeah, I think they were a good addition to the game, and they're actually not that bad as a toy either. I bought them, just because I'm kind of like a completist, if you will. I've been told that I say "if you will" too often. Is this true? I notice I say it quite a bit. Maybe I should stop doing it. If you will. Next question from Jim. And he says, or he asks actually, well, it is Ask Kev Anything, right? So does Amy have really cute feet? Well, I'm not one for foot fetishes, so they're feet. You know what I mean? Got like those 5 toes and you walk on them and shit. I don't know. I don't really know what a cute feet is supposed to look like, or a cute foot, I should say. So, for this, we'll say yes, but I really don't know what you like feet. So maybe you'd find him like ugly and shit. I don't know. I think she. Yeah, I'd say yes. Next question is from Osmani, and he writes, I know this is old, but what do you think of the scumbags on eBay ripping off people on the Transformer toys? Oh, and do you recommend any place to buy specifically Generation 1? Thanks. Well, scumbags ripping off people on eBay. There's always people who's going to rip you off on eBay no matter what. I don't think the prices on eBay are that crazy. Some of them are. I mean, it's like this. It's on auction. If you want to buy it, buy it. If you want to bid, bid. If you don't, don't. If you can't afford it, don't. The cheapest place to buy a Transformer, like, you know, anybody knows this, is at a flea market. If you're lucky, or at a yard sale, you know, if you get lucky to find them there. But if you're looking for high-end mint stuff, the chances are you're not going to find it in somebody's used toy bin, and you're going to have to pay a premium for them. It's just the way it works. So I would say don't buy a whole lot of Transformers, or don't go crazy on buying them all, and just buy the ones you really want and save up for those. Just my suggestion. Another quick question here, and I want to address this one actually. Vader 2.0 asking, he says, would you possibly make a Spider-Man Clone Saga 101 and a 101 class about the other Venom spawns? I'll tell you right now, I'm not going to do another symbiote class. Unless something really crazy happens and somebody offers me huge money to do it, I'm not going to do it. Not interested in really talking about Phage, Riot, Lasher, all these guys. I did Venom, Carnage, and Toxin, which I find are the key symbiotes. Toxin's not even a key symbiote. Venom and Carnage are the key symbiotes. The rest of them, I'm not really going to bother with them. As for the Clone Saga, I always said I'd never do it. I hated, well not hated, but I really disliked the Clone Saga because it kind of got me out of comics at that time because it was just going too crazy. I may touch on it, I may not, I don't know. It kind of depends on you guys, what you guys want to see. And the last question here is from Craig, and he says, what can I do to help support the DCompose era? Good question, and I'll tell you. This is what you have to do. Well, this is what you can do. There are basically three options. Option number one is you can go on my website, and if you are feeling generous, click on the donate button and donate via PayPal. Hey, that always helps me. I mean, I gotta pay for my site somehow, right? Or, if you're not feeling that kind of generosity, hey, that's fine. It's your cup of tea. There are two other options actually you can do which involve no money giving. First option is when you go actually and watch one of my videos or all of my videos on my website, please click on the ads at the end. That's what helps basically pay for me to maintain my website. A few pennies here, a few pennies there, it definitely makes a big difference when you consider paying for the fees, bandwidth, all that stuff. Another thing that you can do is tell a friend about me. Or post my link to my website on a message board. Post it on your own website if you have one, you know what I mean? Spread the word of Ask Kev Anything and of DCompose. So that's it for this segment. Until next time, take care guys. Keep posting the questions. Keep watching the videos. Keep clicking on the ads. Take care guys. Later.